Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. It's Lauren, and for today's video we are doing another declutter. This time it's all my face products except for my face palettes. I don't know, I look at that drawer next to me constantly and it's so cluttered and gross. Like, I would show you a picture, but honestly it bothers me so much. I can't do it. I won't do it. It's so gross. Maybe when I get I don't know, when it looks better. Then I'll show you a picture. And we're just gonna go through everything. We got primers, face powders, bronzers, highlight, blush. We're gonna go through it all. If you like my channel, you like the stuff I post, then hit the subscribe button down below. Click the like button if you like these kinds of videos. So yeah, buckle in, get ready, off we go. So first, I'm going to do primers. I only have 5 primers. Okay, I say I only have 5 primers, but 2 of them are minis. If that helps. I don't know if that does. It helps me. One of them I haven't even used yet. So there's that. The one I haven't used is this one. It's the Laura Mercier Pure Canvas Primer. It's a blurring one, silicone free. I'm very interested to try this. I like blurring primers, so haven't used it yet because I have 4 other primers that are open. That's a lot. I know. Don't come for me. That's so many. But yeah, I'm going to keep this one, so it's not a declutter. Next up is my Smashbox Oil and Shine Control. Smashbox, I feel like, is pretty well known for their primers. I actually really like this one because I feel like it does help control my shininess. I mean, there's a little bit, but it's mostly because of my highlighter. I went a little too far, I'm not gonna lie today. It got away from me. But this one, I feel like, really does help with that. Like, it makes it, like, I last longer not getting shiny. So this one's a definite keep. Now I question, am I getting rid of any primers? The answer is no. I'm not getting rid of any primers. I'll just tell you what they are. This is a mini. It's a mini Becca primer. It's the Becca Skin Love Brighten and Blur Primer. I really like this. I've used it once. I like the way it gave my skin like this nice glow, and I really liked that. I haven't never used a glow like really primer before that I've actually liked, and I actually really liked this little mini. So sad that Becca's going out of business, but I really like this primer. Becca Skin Love Primer. It's really nice. Next up, we have my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I really like this primer. You can see like how much I've got in. That's gross. I don't know why I showed you that. Yes, I've gone into it quite a bit, and I really like this one. I like the way it makes my skin feel, the way it makes my skin look, so it's a definite keep. It's also like a dupe for the Tatcha primer, kind of, and I have the Tatcha primer. I have the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. I love this primer. I even still have the little scooper that it came with in the box, and it smells so good. I love it so much. I love this primer. It makes my skin feel fantastic. So this is a keep for sure, and I even still have the little box that it came in. Okay, we'll do face powders next. First up is my Hourglass. It's a little mini Hourglass setting powder. I do not like this powder, but there's so little left because I tried using it so hard just to see if my mind would change. It did not. So I'm keeping it just so I can finish using it up, and then I'm going to literally just never buy it again. So it's a keep. So I'm not wasting product because I'm not going to give somebody this little thing with like maybe like 3 uses left. That's a disaster. Let's not do that. Next up is my Dermablend Professional Loose Setting Powder. I really like this powder a lot. This is very like if I really want a matte face, but not like too dry. Like, it's very, gives me a very nice, I don't know how to describe it, like a finished look. Yeah, it really sets my face, and I really like that. So this one is the one I use when I really want my skin to stay matte for longer. This is the one I pull out. Next up is my Bye Bye Pore Press Powder. I would open it, but it's been crushed. I'm so sad. I love this powder so much. It's one of my favorite pressed powders. I still use it. I'm not decluttering it. I love it so much. I guess I'm not decluttering any powders. It's just the way life is, I guess. We're not there yet. Next up is my Becca Hydro Mist Set and Refresh powder. I have not used this powder, but I've heard it's good. So I'm going to be keeping this to try it out. And it's pretty decent sized. So yeah, I'm excited. And last but not least, this powder. It's my, ooh, it's dirty. It's my number 7 powder. I really like this powder a lot. Like, this is my natural finish everyday powder that I wear every single day. Every single day. So no, I'm not getting rid of this powder. I wear it every day. Like, wow. I love it so much. So yes, those are my powders. Not getting rid of any of them. So currently the keep pile is slightly large. There are no declutters yet. We will get there though. I see some in my drawer. Okay, next up is blush. And for blush, let's start with this one. This instant declutter. It's a little mini NARS Orgasm blush. It's got like gold reflex in it. I'm not a shimmer blush person. I'm just not, because I got highlighter to do that. Like, I don't mind a little bit, but this is like highlighter blush. And I'm just not, like, I'm not into that. Like, I'd rather just have a highlighter than did that. So this is a declutter. One in the declutter. Next up is my Too Faced Fruit Cocktail Blush Duo in Strobe Berry. This one is also a declutter. I just don't pull these shades. Like, I just don't use them. Like, I don't pull for this really pink shade. I like more natural, like peachier shades. So this is going to be a declutter. I'm hoping to pass it on to somebody who will like it more than me. Yes, this is a declutter. So now we have 2 in the declutter pile. Next up is this NYX blush called Lollipop Hop. This is very bright and it's a declutter. This is not me. I don't wear blush this bright. Like I said, I like a more natural blush, like a more natural glowy blush, or like a matte blush, something like that. And this is so bright. I've used it a few times and I just can't. It's too much for me a little bit. So this is a declutter. Next up, we have a mini Rare Beauty blush in Bliss. I love this blush. It's so pretty and natural. And I love the color. Like, I can put it on my bare skin and just, it looks so good. I love it so much. This is a definite keep. Next up is my Ophir blush. It's a collab with Madison Miller in the shade All You Need Is Love. I love this blush. All you really need is love. That's true. That is so true. All you need is this blush, because it's so good. It's like this peachy, like warm shade, and I love it so much. Oh my gosh. If I wear a blush, like, I instantly grab this shade, this blush, even though now I only have 2 because there are 3 in the declutter now. So I now have 2 blushes. I wasn't wearing the other one, so this is good. This is good, me going through my stuff that was taking up space. Next up is bronzer. So like I said, I'm not doing any face palettes, so there won't be any highlighter palettes or like bronzer blush palettes in here, as we're just not really going through those. But if you want to see them, I would be happy to show you in another video. Because I have 9 face palettes. That's not too bad. Is that too many? I don't know. Anyways, back to bronzer. We have 2 bronzers. Already, that's too many for me. 2 single bronzers. I can't open this one. This Morphe one. It's the mini debutante bronzer. I don't wear this. It's too dark for me. And I can't open it. So there's that too. So already, we're just getting rid of it. It's too dark. Oh, like, it kind of opens. It's too dark and I can't open it. So now we have 4 in the declutter. Okay, next up is one of my favorite bronzers. It's the Butter Bronzer. I love this bronzer. It's so nice. It smells good. It smells real good. And I like the way it looks on my skin. It looks very natural. Like, I don't really like the whole contoured look on my face. I like a more natural, just like brush of something, just to show like a little bit of definition, and this gives me that. So I'm keeping this. We now have one bronzer. That's good. I only need one. Okay, now we're on to the big boys. We're on to highlighter. Let's do this. I now have all my highlighters here. They're laid out in front of me. Let's go through them all. Let's do this. I am ready. Okay, first one. Instant Keep Artist Couture Hot Damn Solid Highlighter. Love this highlighter. I love the way, oh, it's so dirty. I love this highlighter. I love the way it makes my cheeks look, and I love how like it gives that instant glow. This is a keep. It's the Erica Jane Too Faced collab. I'm keeping this. It was a collab. It's no longer in stock, and I actually really like the highlighter and the packaging. Okay, next up is this Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighting powder in Precious Petals. This is gonna be a declutter. It's a little old and I've used it a lot and I just don't reach for it anymore, so I'm gonna declutter this one. But I love these highlighters. They're so good. Like, Wet n Wild highlighters, top notch. And yeah, but I just don't use this one anymore. I have another Wet n Wild highlighter that I like a little bit more than this one, so this one's gonna go. Okay, next up is my Urban Decay Stone Vibes highlighter. I like this highlighter a lot. I'm going to be keeping it. It's fairly new to the collection, and I really like the look it gives my skin, so we're keeping it. Okay, this is a NYX highlighter in Cinnamon Spice. This is a declutter. It's a little too dark for my skin, and also I don't reach for it anyways, so it's a declutter. Jouer highlighter. If I can open it. Okay, I opened it. This one is really pretty. I just don't reach for it. Like, I just don't reach for it. It's in Skinny Dip, and I just think that somebody else can use it more than me, honestly. Like, I don't know. Like, it's so pretty, and I've used it before, and I'm like, wow, you're so pretty. But I just don't reach for it, and I don't know why. So I'd rather give it to somebody that would use it a lot more than me than have it, like, grow dust then get dusty in my drawer. Okay, next up is my Estate Cosmetics Do Me Pearl highlighter. I really liked this highlighter, but I just don't reach for it anymore, and it's a little bit more of a, I've gotten really into blingy highlighter, like very shiny highlighter, and this is not that highlighter, so we're going to get rid of it. It's a more natural highlighter, gives a more natural finish, natural glow, as it's like a baked highlighter. Like, it's, you can kind of see it on my hand. The like shift. It's really pretty, but I just don't reach for it anymore. We now have 7 in the declutter pile. Next up is my mini Fenty Beauty in Hustla Baby. This one's so cute. I love this highlighter a lot. It's like that rosy copper. I like it a lot. I'm keeping it. Next up is my Norns Odin's Eye Web of Destiny highlighter. This one's so pretty. I like it a lot. I'm keeping it for sure. It's so new to the collection, and I love the way it looks on the skin. Next up is my Makeup Revolution Strobe highlighter. This one is going to be a declutter. It's more of an icy purple highlighter, and I just don't reach for it really anymore. I've used it quite a few times, but I just don't reach for it anymore, so I'm going to be passing it on. So this is another declutter. Next up is my Ciate London Confetti highlighter. This is really pretty. I just don't reach for it, so it's a declutter. Anything I don't reach for, or that I've noticed I don't reach for, is an instant declutter, because I have too many things to be like, oh, I'll reach for it one day. No, it's time to go, so we're getting rid of it. Next up is my ColourPop highlighter in Monster. It's like that pinky gold shift. It's so pretty. I really like this a lot. I'm keeping it. Next up is my Fenty Beauty Diamond Bomb This is a keep for sure. I love it a lot. A lot. Especially in the summertime. Ooh. Okay, another one is my Fenty Beauty in Trophy Wife. Listen, it's literally gold. Like, that doesn't go on my face, but I love it so much. Like, in the eyes. Oh. And just a little bit on the cheeks. Oh. I'm keeping it. So next up is my Laura Geller Dew Dreamer Illuminating Drops in Gilded Honey. I'm gonna declutter these. I just don't use them as much, and I have a different liquid highlighter that I reach for a lot more. Like, this is more natural and stuff, and it's a little bit actually like too dark for my skin. So unless I like have a tan, and I don't really have a tan, so we're gonna be decluttering this. Next up is my Makeup Revolution Euphoric Gold Liquid Highlighter. I really like this. I like the way it blends out on the skin. I'm keeping this because you can blend it out to like sheer, but you can also build it up a little bit to make it like really sparkly. This is a keep. Next up is another NYX highlighter in Candy Cloud. This is a declutter. I just don't reach for it anymore. It's like a pink icy shift, and I just don't reach for it. So I'm going to be decluttering it, maybe passing it on. So yeah, next up is one of my favorite highlighters. It's the Wet n Wild I'm So Lit Mega Glow highlighter. It's their powder highlighters. This is amazing. Like, it's so beautiful. I love it so much. It's so pigmented. So not pigmented, but it gives you such that insane shine on your cheeks. I love it so much. If you want to check out Wet n Wild highlighters, I highly recommend you check this out. It's like endless product too, because you only need the tiniest bit and it spreads so much. I love it. Okay, Anastasia Iced Out Highlighter. I'm keeping this. It's new to the collection, and I really like it. I like that greenish gold highlighter, and you can, like, it's really, like, it's got that shine. So we're keeping it. Next up is one of my favorite highlighters. It's the Amrezy highlighter by Anastasia. This one is a tried and true fave. I love it so much, especially when you have a little bit of like a tan and you just like, oh, it looks so good on the face. I love it so much. Next up is a Dominique Cosmetics Skin Gloss in Golden Dew. I will be keeping this. I've never had a skin gloss before, or like a creamy highlighter, I would say. So this is a keep. I really like the way it looks. It's more of a natural highlighter, which I know I just said. I'm really into blingy highlighter, but you can put highlighters on top of this to make them pop more, I think. I've only ever worn this by itself before, so I don't know. Next up are my Ofra highlighters. These are my last two highlighters. The Ofra Nikki Tutorials highlighter in Everglow. I really like this highlighter. I don't really use this bottom shade right here. I only stick to the top two. If I use this one, it gives me really bad. Like, you can really see it on my cheeks, so try to stay away from that one. But I really like Ofra highlighters. My next Ofra highlighter is the Rodeo Drive highlighter. I love this highlighter so much. It's so pretty. It's like a golden icy highlighter, and I love it so much. Just kidding about Ofra being my last two highlighters. I totally forgot my Kaleidos highlighters. My like new faves. In Space Age, which is that pink highlighter that I just love. And then Skywalker, which is this blue. Love these highlighters. These are obviously keeps. What am I even saying? Like, did I even have to show you them? Of course I did. Of course I had to show you them. I almost forgot about them because they were sitting right next to me because I just used them. But I had to tell you. So that is it for all my face products. Wow, that was really fast. That was really fast. That was a lot. That was a lot of products. Getting rid of 12 products. That's pretty good. My drawer does look a lot emptier, I'm not gonna lie. And yeah, I'm very excited now that I have less products like that aren't taking up as much space, I should say. And I think it looks a lot better as I look into the drawer. Like, they're all kind of stacked up nice and neat. But if you do want to see my face palettes, like my highlighter palettes, and my one bronzer and blush palette, then I can make a video about them. I might get rid of some. Because I just don't use them. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see what happens in the future. You never know with these things. So that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I will see you guys in my next one. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye!